Okay, welcome back. You're watching the news here at CNN News 18. My name is Toya Singh. We're going to walk you now to a piece of news that we've actually got coming into us from Bihar, where you have controversy. This is after you have an RJD leader, Shivanand Tiwari, who made a statement that seemed to be supporting pro-Pakistan slogans. Now, you might remember the Enforcement Directorate and CBI action we saw against the Popular Front of India and the Popular Front of India's offices across the country. There were protests taking place where you had PFI workers who were protesting this action, and at one of those rallies, apparently pro-Pakistan slogans, so Pakistan Zindabad, was actually raised at one of those rallies. This was in Pune. And apparently, Shivanand Tiwari, this RJD leader, said sloganeering Pakistan Zindabad in Pune is just a symbol of protest. To that, you now have the BJP raising issue. You have Ram Kadam from the BJP who's slamming the Neta, and he's saying the government is not a silent government like Uddhav. He's obviously there making a comparison to a different leader in a different state. He said, we will find and teach a lesson to these traitorous traitors. So a lot of controversy being created over those original protest remarks and what the RJD leader after had to say. Take a look first at his comment.
पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद का नारा जो है एक प्रोटेस्ट का इजहार है। ऐसा नहीं है कि वो पाकिस्तानी हो गया, लेकिन एक प्रोटेस्ट का इजहार है कि हम भाई अब चिढ़ा रहे हैं, आपको विरोध कर रहे हैं कि नहीं साहब आप जो कर रहे हैं उसका हम समर्थन नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम उसका विरोध कर रहे हैं। और विरोध के स्वरूप जो है पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद का नारा लगा दिया। ऐसा नहीं है कि वो पाकिस्तान जाने के लिए तैयार हैं, कह दीजिए तो चला जाएगा।
हमारे मां भारती के मुल्क में कुछ देशद्रोही पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद का नारा देते हैं और इन नारों का विरोध करने की जगह आरजेडी के नेता इसका समर्थन करते हैं। क्या हमारे फौजियों का यह अपमान नहीं है जिन्होंने इस देश के लिए शहादत दी? क्या उन शहीदों का यह अपमान नहीं है? पर यह बदली हुई सरकार जिन्होंने भी ये देशद्रोही नारे दिए हैं उनको चुन चुन करके ढूंढ के निकालेगी, उनकी जगह जेल की सलाहों के पीछे है।
Okay, we're connecting with our Maharashtra Bureau Chief Vinaya Deshpande right now for a lot more context on this story. Vinaya, just give our audiences context, please, A, of the protest itself where these slogans were raised, but then can you tell us how come the RJD is commenting on this? Tell us more about the controversy around it.
Well, Toya, we have seen that for the last 2 days, there has been a massive controversy over this video that has been leaked. Now, this is the video when PFI cadres were arrested by in Pune. We have seen the crackdown against PFI by the central agencies as well. Maharashtra ATS has also arrested almost 20 persons from across the state. That is when the incident did take place in Pune, where we've been told that when the arrested cadre was being in fact detained, that was when there was a lot of crowd that gathered and these slogans were given. Now, initially, though, the police had said that they will look into the matter, we have seen that this has snowballed into a huge political storm in Maharashtra, where we have seen several leaders speak about it, saying that this was an unacceptable behavior and that strict action will be taken. It is in this context, after the video went viral, Toya, that several political parties have spoken up against it and have said that strict action should be taken. We have seen that a delegation of political leaders would also meet the Pune police commissioner in order to seek action against this. The police have also promised that they will look into it. In fact, both the chief minister as well as the deputy chief minister have given statement on record. The chief minister has said that this will not be tolerated in Maharashtra, and the deputy chief minister, while speaking to the media yesterday, has specifically said that if such slogans were given with unholy intentions, that will not be tolerated in Maharashtra. So the government says that the probe is still on, but clearly, apart from the probe that is being conducted, this has snowballed into a huge political controversy with several reactions coming forth. Back to you, Toya.
Okay, Vinaya, if I could request you to stay with us. We have Guru Prakash Paswan from the BJP who's with us right now on the phone. Let's go over to him to understand his opinion on this entire story. Sir, we're breaking for our audiences, A, the fact that these protests took place and these slogans were raised, and then B, that you've had some leaders come forward and make statements that the BJP is saying are supportive of the protesters. Sir, do you want to add to this?
No, I think Mr. Shivanand Tiwari from Rashtriya Janata Dal, he has made some uncharitable comments that was unwanted and uncalled for. But we have to understand that there is a deeper conspiracy here. When the Honorable Home Minister was in Bihar, and categorically with respect to the Sivanchal district, which has been a highest priority for us, but parties like Rashtriya Janata Dal, with declared history of soft appeasement and acceptance of radicalism, I think this is something which is worrisome. Instead of criticizing, you're sort of justifying these slogans. I think that is unconstitutional, and especially for these political parties who are apparently, they come together in the name of Samvidhan Bachao. This is Samvidhan ki hatya. This is the hatya of Loktantra. This is the hatya of Ganatantra. So people like Shivanand Tiwari and parties like Rashtriya Janata Dal need to do some serious introspection here, because in the lust for power, in the race for politics, you cannot stoop down to this. We deeply regret and strongly condemn this reaction coming from Mr. Shivanand Tiwari.
Okay, so your essential argument is that when, for example, you have Shivanand Tiwari saying it's just a symbol of protest, instead they should have just had a much stronger reaction to these Pakistan Zindabad slogans. Is that a correct summary?
So, you see, we have to look at it, because when it comes to protest, there is also some reasonable restriction, and the most important reasonable restriction is that it shouldn't cross the limit where it is a threat to the unity and integrity of our country. So I think a very elementary, a very foundational understanding of law even tell you that. But it is very difficult when a seasoned politician like Mr. Shivanand Tiwari, who is a part of Rashtriya Janata Dal, it is a matter of serious introspection for them.
Okay.
Whether this is an official position of RJD or not, I think we'll be more interested in hearing about it.
All right. Okay. Guru Prakash Paswan, thank you so much for joining us here on the show. All right. Let's go back to my colleague Vinaya right now to understand more. Vinaya, we just heard Paswan touch on aspects of Bihar. Obviously, you're joining us from Maharashtra, so I'd just like to ask you, could you just return to the PFI action that we saw taking place in Pune? I'd like to know more about the protest that took place. What numbers did the protest rally see, and what were the sentiments on the ground that day?
Well, we have seen that, there was, after the crackdown that happened on that particular day across, we have seen that there were protesters who had come out on the streets, especially in Pune and Kondwa, where the arrest had taken place, and that there were these days. People had come out to protest against these detentions and against the police action. So we have seen a larger public sentiment, because remember, as the central agencies and the Maharashtra ATS top sources have also told us that the crackdown was basically because there was a front under which the PFI was operating and holding personality development classes and physical training classes. And so it was under the front of these heads that classes were being taken, and that is why we have seen that people had also come out on the streets to protest against the action. But clearly, at a time when there has been such a massive crackdown, saying that there has been, evidence of waging war against the nation, the police is now looking into the kind of support that had come out for those who were detained that day, verifying the videos that have now gone viral about the slogans that were raised on that particular day. While the BJP says this will not be tolerated, the opposition has claimed that this is a complete breakdown of law and order machinery in the state. Back to you, Toya.
Okay.